morning students. Today we will discuss how to convert a galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. So first of all I will introduce a term shunt. Shunt, the term which we will use, that is only for the resistance and it is taken as a low resistance. Right? This is connected in parallel with galvanometer. It is connected in parallel with galvanometer to protect it from strong current. So shunt is a low resistance connected in parallel with galvanometer to protect it from strong current. So what is the use of it? It protects the galvanometer from strong current. It is used for converting this galvanometer into ammeter, and it may also be used to increase the range of ammeter. So first of all we will learn conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. Conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. So what is an ammeter? This ammeter, basically what is the purpose of ammeter? To measure current. So ammeter, it is a low resistance galvanometer. So it is used to measure current in the circuit. So now how this galvanometer can be converted into ammeter? This can be done by connecting a low resistance, or you can use the word shunt, by connecting low resistance in parallel with galvanometer. See, if we are taking, this is a galvanometer and in parallel to it I am connecting a low resistance, that is shunt. So here when this low resistance is connected in parallel with it, so effective resistance will be reduced in the parallel combination and hence it will be working as an ammeter. So now here we will discuss that what can be the value of this shunt resistance. They should be connected. What will be the current flowing through this galvanometer in this arrangement? So let me take that I is the current passing through the circuit. Now as let me take the current is dividing at point A. So at A point Ig is the current flowing through galvanometer, and the remaining current I minus Ig will flow through shunt resistance. So here basically few specifications we are discussing. G is the resistance of galvanometer, and N is number of scale division in galvanometer. See, if 0 pointer is lying at the center, so what are these number of division in the galvanometer? This is we have taken to be N. Now here K term that we are using here, this is figure of merit, or we can use the term for it, that is what does this figure of merit measure? This gives current for one scale deflection. Current for one scale deflection in galvanometer. Current for one scale deflection in galvanometer. So now here you can see that here the current is divided, so these two are connected in parallel combination. So it means in parallel combination what factor remain to be same? Potential difference. So basically potential difference VA minus VB, this will be equal to potential drop across this galvanometer. This will be Ig into G, and this is also equal to potential drop across this shunt resistance. So it will be I minus Ig into S. Right? Now from here what we are calculating? From here we get two informations. First we are calculating the value of the shunt resistance. Second we will calculate the value of the current flowing through galvanometer. So here shunt resistance comes out to be Ig upon I minus Ig into G. Right? So here this is the value of the resistance which should be connected in parallel with galvanometer, where what is Ig? Here you can see this is current which produces full scale deflection. Full scale deflection in galvanometer. Basically, this full scale deflection means that within this galvanometer, depending upon number of division, and we can calculate the maximum current which can be measured with the help of full scale reading. So if we take that K is the current for one scale deflection, it means one division is giving the measure of K. So here we have taken n number of divisions, so K into n, this is giving you current for full scale deflection in the galvanometer. Here you have to learn this result. So from here you can calculate figure of merit also, right? So if you have to calculate figure of merit, this will be Ig upon n, because total current divided by number of scale division. So now from this result we can also calculate Ig, that is current flowing through galvanometer. So here from I am starting from this point, I have to rearrange it. Igg equal to I minus Ig into S. So taking Ig on the same side, Igg plus Ig into S equal to I into S. So now taking Ig common, here G plus S in the bracket. So Ig will be equal to Is upon G plus S. So this is the value of current through the galvanometer in terms of total current and resistance of galvanometer and the shunt resistance. So now effective resistance of ammeter. What will be effective resistance of ammeter? This is 1 by Rp, this is 1 by G plus 1 by S. Why? Because these two are connected in parallel. So if I will take the LCM and taking its reciprocal, directly I am writing the result that parallel combination of shunt resistance and galvanometer resistance will be this one. So this is the effective resistance of ammeter. So now ammeter we have taken to be a galvanometer, that is low resistance galvanometer. So if I will take ideal ammeter, in ideal ammeter resistance should be minimum, so it must have zero resistance. This is only for ideal purpose. Practically there may exist some low resistance. So here what main point you have to learn when you have to convert a galvanometer into ammeter, formula for shunt resistance, that is Ig upon I minus G into capital G, and from this result calculation of Ig. These two results are important, and this formula for this parallel combination of resistance you can easily learn. So now conversion of galvanometer into voltmeter. So basically what is a voltmeter? Voltmeter, it measures potential difference, and potential difference is current into resistance. So it means more will be the resistance, more will be the measurement of potential difference. So voltmeter, it is a high resistance galvanometer. So how can you learn this point? Because voltmeter measure potential difference, which is I into R. So if R will be more will be the potential difference. So it means it is high resistance galvanometer, and it is used to measure potential difference between two terminals of the circuit. So here, as galvanometer has to be converted into voltmeter, what should we do? We must connect a resistance in its series. That between two terminals, resistance R is connected in series with the galvanometer. So here whatever current is flowing, let me term it as Ig. Ig is the current flowing through the galvanometer. G is the resistance of galvanometer. R is the resistance to be connected in series with the circuit. So now here we have to measure potential difference V. So basically current which produces full scale deflection in the galvanometer. Now it will be N into K. This we have already explained in the previous part how this concept is measured, because here N refer to the number of scale divisions, K is current for 1 scale deflection. So total current for the complete circuit, that comes complete full scale deflection, comes out to be Ig, that is N into K. Now within this circuit, what will be the total resistance? This total resistance, let it be R dash, this is R plus G, because it is the series combination of these two. So now again, by using Ohm's law, this voltage potential difference will be Ig into R plus G. So what is the value of current flowing in the circuit? This is V upon R plus G. And what will be the resistance that has to be connected in series with galvanometer resistance? So this can be obtained by just rearranging the terms. So R will be V by Ig minus G. So here these two results you have to learn, because when you will solve numericals directly you have to apply these formulas. So now here basically you can also define here figure of merit. This figure K is a figure of merit, that is current for 1 scale deflection of galvanometer, that is Ig upon M. Now for this galvanometer, which is converted into voltmeter, here some resistance is existing, that is G plus R. Here resistance is increasing. So if we are taking ideal voltmeter, for the ideal voltmeter the resistance will be infinity. So now we have discussed the basic method of conversion of galvanometer into ammeter and voltmeter. Now after this I will discuss few numericals. So first numerical is a galvanometer with coil resistance 12 ohm, G is given to be 12 ohm, shows full scale deflection for a current of 2.5 milliampere. Full scale deflection means Ig current is given. How will you convert it into an ammeter of range 0 to 7.5 ampere? That means maximum current. So I, what will be the final value of current? That is 7.5 ampere. And second point is to convert it into a voltmeter of range 0 to 10 volt. That means voltage that will be equal to 10 volt. So beta, as per the given data, as we know that resistance of galvanometer is 12 ohm, current for full scale deflection is 2.5 milliampere, and for converting galvanometer into ammeter whose maximum current is 7.5 ampere. So now what should we do? We must connect a shunt resistance in parallel with galvanometer. It means we must find the value of this resistance which should be connected in parallel. So now for it we must learn its formula, that this formula was IgG upon I minus Ig. See, only this one. Now here just simplify. Just what you have to do, you have to substitute the values of the given factors, then this will be your, now you can solve it. When you will solve, I am just taking it directly. Here 2.5 10 to the power minus 3, you can take it as 0.025. So you have to deduce this from 7.5. So I am not doing this calculation, just I have solved it. So I am just writing the final answer. It will come out to be 4 into 10 to the power minus 3 ohm. So this should be connected in parallel with galvanometer to convert it into an ammeter of range 0 to 7.5 ampere. Second part, it has to be converted into a voltmeter whose range is 0 to 10 volt. So potential difference, that is maximum voltage, is 10 volt. So again what should we do? We must connect a series resistance. That resistance value is V by Ig minus G. So 10 upon 2.5 10 to the power minus 3 minus galvanometer resistance. So when you will solve it, again here 2.5 10 will be coming in the numerator, 10 to the power 3 minus 12. So it is 4000 minus 12. This will be your 8, this 9, again 9, 3998 ohm. So this was simple formula based question. Here what you have to learn, the value of this resistance for conversion in parallel, and this shunt, this resistance to be connected in series for conversion into voltmeter, and this shunt resistance for conversion of galvanometer into ammeter. So this must be connected in parallel with galvanometer, and they should be in series with galvanometer. Next numerical is a resistance of 900 ohm connected in series with galvanometer resistance. See, resistance is given to be 900 ohm and galvanometer resistance is 100 ohm. So a potential difference of 1 volt, produces 100 division deflection. That means N you can take or theta you can take. This is given to be 100 deflection in the galvanometer. Find figure of merit. Figure of merit means you have to calculate this K, that is Ig upon N, where N has been given here. Ig you have to calculate by the formula. So resistance R is connected in series with galvanometer. So effective resistance will be 900 plus 100, that is 1000 ohm. Right? Now as potential difference is 1 volt, so basically what will be the current Ig? This will be equal to V upon R dash, that is 1 upon 1000. So K will be equal to 1 upon 1000 into N. N is 100, so it will be 10 raised to the power minus 5. So this much ampere per division, because its formula is Ig upon N, so unit will be ampere per division. So this is almost simple question. Basic concept, you have to learn the formula of this figure of merit and the formula how to find the current in the circuit. Now next numerical, a galvanometer of resistance G is converted into voltmeter to measure up to V volt, means maximum value V volt, by connecting a resistance R1 in series with the coil. So in first case R1 is connected in series with galvanometer. Now if resistance R2 is connected in series with the same galvanometer, it can measure up to V by 2 volt. So two conditions have been given. First of all, R1 is connected in series with galvanometer to measure V volt, whereas R2 is connected in series with galvanometer to measure voltage V by 2. Now find resistance in terms of R1 and R2 required to be connected to convert it, this means galvanometer, into voltmeter that can read up to 2 volt. So basically how to proceed in this question? Here as per the statement, one thing should be clear in your mind, that first case that resistance is connected into galvanometer so that to obtain voltmeter V voltage. Second, R2 is connected in series with galvanometer to measure voltage V by 2. Now you have to find that unknown resistance that should be connected in series with the same resistance G, but to measure voltage up to 2 volt. So let's see how to write the equations. So first of all, as it can measure voltage V, as Ig is the current flowing through the galvanometer, into resistance R1 is connected in series with galvanometer. Let it be equation first. Second equation, when R2 is connected in series with galvanometer, same galvanometer, so potential difference measured is V by 2. Now third point, which is unknown, that here to measure voltage of 2V, here what should be the value of resistance that should be connected in series with G. That means we have to find this R in terms of R1 and R2. So basic three equations we have written on the basis of the statement. So now we have to just rearrange, solve these equations. So what should we do? From first and second, let we divide first and second. On division, this equation, this we are getting V Ig R1 plus G divided by V by 2. Here on right side, this is R2 plus G. Common factor will cancelled out. We will get 2 equal to R1 plus G, R2 plus G. So 2 R2 plus 2G equal to R1 plus G. So from here we will obtain the value of G. So 2G minus G, this G will be coming on the left side, then R1 minus 2R2. It means G comes out to be R1 minus 2R2. G we have obtained in terms of R1 and R2. So what should we do? Substitute this value of G in either of first and second. So I am putting this value of G in equation 1. So V equal to Ig R1, G is R1 minus 2R2. So here 2R1 minus 2R2. So from here what we can do, we can calculate the value of Ig. This is V upon 2R1 minus 2R2. Let it be equation 4. So now we have to again find the value of R. So let me come to equation 3. So from this third equation, can we calculate the value of Ig? So from equation 3, see in this equation, Ig will be 2V upon R plus G. So I am writing it here. Ig will be 2V upon R plus G. So what we have to do, just we have to compare these equations. Now definitely you will calculate this value of R in terms of R1 and R2. So first of all I will just equate these two equations. V upon 2R1 minus 2R2 equal to 2V upon R plus G. V will be cancelled, but this G is unknown. G is also unknown because we have not to calculate R in terms of G. So we will substitute this value of G here. 1 by 2, 2 I will take common. 2R1 minus R2 is 1 by R plus R1 minus 2R2. So after this what should I do? I will just rearrange the terms. We will get 2R1 minus 2R2, R plus R1 minus 2R2. Then rearrange the terms. Take this R1 and 2R2 term on the left side. So 2R1 minus R1 minus 2R2. Something is there. Let me check. That can be, okay, here 2 is missing. Yes, 2 I have not taken. So I will just, when I will just cross multiplying it, so this again, this term will be multiplied with 2, right? This I have skipped. Now it will be 4R1 minus 4R2 equal to R plus R1 minus 2R2. So calculating the value of R, so I will take this R1 and this term on the left side. 4R1 minus R1 minus 4R2 plus 2R2. This is equal to R. So here this is your 3R1 minus 2R2. This will come out to be R. So this is the final value of resistance that should be connected in series with the galvanometer to get the potential difference of 2 volt. Next numerical. To increase current sensitivity of moving coil galvanometer by 50%, its resistance is increased so that new resistance becomes twice of its initial resistance. See, in this statement very important points have been specified. You have to just draw the particular points from here. By what factor does its voltage sensitivity change? So now you have to find change in voltage sensitivity, by what factor it will change. See, to increase current sensitivity by 50%, what has been done? Resistance is increased in such a way that new resistance become twice of the initial value. So two terms have been given, that current sensitivity is increased by 50% and resistance is increased twice. So let me solve the numerical. So here current sensitivity has to be increased by 50%. So 50% of initial one, and that will be new one will be increased by 50%. So it is IS plus 50 upon 100 into IS, it is 150 upon 100. So it will be 1.5, that of initial one. Now in that case resistance become twice. So what will be the voltage sensitivity? This will be IRS dash upon R dash, that is 1.5 IS upon 2R, means it is 0.75 Vs, right? Now by what factor does voltage sensitivity will change? So here percentage change in voltage sensitivity. This will be, as let initial one is Vs and changed in, that is new one will be Vs dash, and divide by initial value multiplied by 100. This is a method by which we can calculate the change, percentage change. So Vs minus 0.75 Vs upon Vs into 100. So taking Vs common, what we are getting, 1 minus 0.75 into 100, because Vs will be cancelled out. So 1 minus this is 0.25 into 100. Here we are getting 25%. So this way we have calculated change, that is decrease in voltage sensitivity. Now next numerical. A galvanometer having 30 division, that is N is 30, has a current sensitivity of 20 microampere per division. See here 20 microampere per division, it means one scale division deflection has been given. It has a resistance of 25 ohm, resistance of galvanometer is given. How will you convert it into an ammeter up to 1 ampere? First of all, you have to convert this galvanometer into ammeter of maximum value 1 ampere. And second point, this is very important, you can see here, how will you convert this ammeter which we have obtained? Now you have to convert this ammeter into voltmeter up to 1 volt. So slightly tricky question, let me solve this numerical. Whatever given data have been given, we will write it separately. So first of all, number of divisions 30, current for one scale deflection is 20 microampere per division has been given, and galvanometer resistance is 25 ohm. And now first point is we have to convert it into an ammeter having value of 1 ampere, that means I is given to be this. So first of all, for converting galvanometer into ammeter we require a shunt resistance. So shunt resistance formula will be Ig G upon I minus Ig. Now I is given, G is given, what about Ig? So Ig can be obtained by taking the formula N into K, right? Current for full scale deflection, because one scale deflection is 20 microampere. So for 30 scale deflection it is, I am just writing here micros as 10 raised to the power minus 6. So it will be 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 ampere. Now half the work is done in this numerical, right? Another important point which you have to just focus, because here this is one scale deflection. So now substitute the values in the formula. This is 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 4 into 25 divided by current is 1 minus this 6 into 10 raised to the power minus 4. So here 6 into 25 10 raised to the power minus 4, 1 minus 0.0006. So when I will solve it, it will directly, I am writing, it will come out to be 0.015 ohm. You can check the calculation, right? So now this is the shunt resistance which will connect in parallel. So what will be the effective resistance of galvanometer? A galvanometer when it is converted into ammeter. So what will be the effective resistance of this ammeter? This will be Gs upon G plus S. So basically this will be 25 into 0.015 upon 25 plus 0.015. See, you will do the calculation, check your calculations. I have already done it. So it is coming out to be same. Don't get confused that the resistance there is some problem in it. I have verified it. The results comes out to be similar in this case. So now This is a resistance of ammeter form. Now you can say that what is the use of this resistance? Basically here this ammeter which we have obtained, that has to be converted into a voltmeter in the second part. So when we have to convert ammeter into voltmeter, so now current deflection, full scale deflection is now here. What will be this value? This will be 1 ampere. This is the main point. See here, now the ammeter is giving maximum current of 1 ampere. So this will become full scale deflection current. This is important. I am putting star here. And voltage which we have to get its maximum value to be 1 volt. Now what is the resistance of ammeter? This will be used here. So now these factors have been given. So what should be the resistance? That should be connected in series. Just by substituting the values here, you can calculate the resistance. 1 upon 1 minus 0.015. So it is 1 minus 0.015. You will just do the calculations. This will come out to be, yes, this is resistance comes out to be 0.985. See, in this numerical, main point which you have to understand, that when an ammeter has to be converted into voltmeter, in that case the maximum value of current of ammeter will become the Ig here, right? And effective resistance here will take that of ammeter, right? So this is I think you have understood all the concepts. If you have any doubt still, just pause the video, again rewind it, and then you can just check the results again. Now one more numerical I am taking. This is the last numerical for today's videos. A resistance of 1980 ohm is connected in series with a voltmeter, after which scale division become 100 times larger. Find galvanometer resistance. See here, basically these two lines are giving you maximum information. So resistance which is connected in series with the voltmeter is given to be this one, and when it is connected, after which scale division become 100 times larger. And now on the basis of it, you have to find galvanometer resistance. Let's see how. So as this resistance is connected in series with voltmeter, let R dash is the resistance of voltmeter, right? Now as both are connected in series, so R plus R dash will be 1980 plus R dash, right? So now here, if I am taking that N is the number of division in voltmeter, right? So voltage recorded by each division of voltmeter, that will be equal to current for one single division multiplied by the resistance. So I am taking current for that single division, that is Ig upon N, right? Because this is the current for single division multiplied by the resistance of voltmeter. That will be equation 1. Now when 1980 ohm resistance is connected in series, so in that particular case, what is given? That scale division become 100 times. So that means this will become 100 times V, right? This will be equal to now Ig upon N into effective resistance, that is 1980 plus R dash. Let it be equation 2. So now under the given conditions, we have obtained the equations. Now let me divide equation 2 and 1. So we are getting 100. Now I will simply write all the values so that you will not get confused. Divide by Ig, divide by N into R dash. So this is cancelling, we are getting 100 equal to 1980 plus R dash upon R dash, right? So now 100 R dash equal to, just by cross multiplying, 1980 plus R dash. Taking it on left side, this will be 99 R dash equal to 1980. So now just divide it. Simply you are getting the answer. So it is when we will divide, it will be 20 ohm. So this is the final answer. So that's all for today. Now your turn is to practice all these numericals, practice similar different kind of numericals from your NCERT book as well as reference books. Only then you will be able to solve these kind of problems. Thank you. Have a nice day.